Coming to Kindle Unlimited this April, E-Steam Goddess of Hell's Aspiring Angel takes on a demonic dominatrix in this all-new E-Steam series adventure. Pre-order your copy of E-Steam Goddess of on Kindle Unlimited or pick up the paperback today. Yesterday, as I was doing my live stream, I got an email from one of my viewers telling me about the new film Ma. And after I did my live stream, I took a look at the trailer for this new film Ma, and I had to shake my head. I never thought it was possible to make a horror movie featuring a mammy, but here we are. Now, this Ma movie features Academy Award-winning actress Octavia Spencer playing a big fat black mammy, and this big fat black mammy has decided to befriend a group of teenagers who want to go out and be able to drink and have their little sexual relations and do whatever teenagers do in horror movies. And what your ma is offering them is a place to go out here and have that type of fun, but the only caveat is they cannot go upstairs into her home. And when I look at this Ma character, it literally is like a stereotype regarding the black single mother, and it's really like a commentary on the behaviors of many of these hood rats in the black community. Now, many black people won't see the insult being thrown at them with this Ma character, but I clearly see the insult being directed at black women with this Ma character and how this Ma character is designed to degrade the black female image. Now, this Ma character is a new take on the mammy caricature, and what the mammy caricature was designed to do was present the black woman as unattractive. And what they wanted to do with this Ma character is repackage the idea of a black woman being extremely unattractive, because you have Octavia Spencer playing this big fat black mammy, and furthermore reinforcing the old stereotype that the big fat black mammy is a big fat loud rowdy black woman who goes out here and drinks and parties, and that's another part of breathing brand new life into the stereotype of the black woman as a mammy. Now, the other part of the stereotype that they're breathing life into is showing how this mammy goes out of her way to befriend these white children. Because when it comes down to the mammy, she always goes out of her way to care for the little white children. And we see that on display with this Ma character, who has gone out of her way to befriend these white children and offer them an opportunity to go out and be the people they want to be in this movie. And what's really troubling about this Ma character and the way she befriends these white children is that she goes out of her way to care for these white children, and the way she's behaving is just like the way many racists say black single mothers take care of their children. So when I look at this stereotype that they're presenting on screen, it is a slap in the face to black mothers and a slap in the face to the image of black mothers, saying that the black mother, she will go out of her way to degrade and destroy children, and that this is something that's supposed to be so horrific. Now, the other thing that I found to be troubling was the way they were trying to depict the black woman in this film, but by saying that when they went upstairs or something like that, that this black woman is some sort of monster. And this is another troubling and disturbing presentation in this film's imagery that I found to be quite disturbing, because they want to present the whole idea of this mammy, and they want to make a real jab at the black single mother in saying that the black single mother is a monster, and this black single mother, in the way that she cares for children, is a monstrous thing, because this Ma is really, as I see it, in between the lines, is a real commentary on these black single mothers, and they're saying that this black woman, she cannot be trusted to care for children, And look at the way she butchers and murders these white children. And there's a frame in the film that's so quite troubling where she paints white paint on the black boy's face to make him fit in with the other white children that she has murdered. So they really are making a real slap in the face to your black woman. But many black women, they won't have the critical thinking skills to see how this film literally insults them and makes a powerful statement about the monstrous and horrific behavior that they want to promote as an ideal image for black women. Because what they are doing in this film really is making this really cruel and racist commentary towards black women. But your black woman, she won't see what's being presented regarding her image with this Octavia Spencer is portraying in this film. Because when I look at this film, it is a literal portrayal of repackaging of your black mammy, and it's a dark portrayal of a mammy, really making an underhanded commentary about your black woman. And this really degrades the black female image. But what's really troubling is this is the image of black women that we have been perpetuating on social media and online for several years. And now these racists have decided to take that image and change it to make it fit their narrative. And that's really troubling because it really fits within a very, very disturbing trend I've been seeing with films ever since Your No Good Deed, where we had Idris Elba playing a repackaged Black Brute. Because in that film, we saw the Black Brute return to the screen. And in that film, this Black Brute decides after he kills his white wife, he then wants to go and terrorize a black woman in that film. And that film brought back the Black Brute and made it normal for mainstream images. And when I look at this dark, twisted mammy, it also brings back and breathes brand new life into an old stereotype. Now, what's really, really super disturbing to me is when I look at this trend of these repackaged stereotypes, I see how they're coming more frequently, because this year we have this Ma film, and this is right on the heels of the Loquisha film, a film which makes another commentary that degrades the black female image, where we have the image on the poster of this big fat black mammy and this white man's face in between the split head of this black woman. Basically, in that film, they are making a commentary about the black woman, literally saying that inside of every big, fat, loud-mouthed, bitter black female is the soul of a white man, and that when they say that, they're basically saying that your black woman is just like a man. And in both films, Ma and Loquisha, they are basically saying that your black woman, the standard for her is a big, fat, loud, masculine acting female, and that this is supposed to be the social norm for those females, and that they are supposed to be asexualized and they cannot have any sort of relationship except one that is maternal to others. And when I look at that whole portrayal of black women, again, I see something that is extremely degrading to the black female image. And what's sad is so many black people, they will just be wanting to be entertained by this film, just like they wanted to be entertained by No Good Deed, and not think about the stereotypes being presented of them, or the stereotypes being presented that are negative to the black female image. So when I look at this film, I don't see a film I want to see. I see a film that really is one that black people really need to be calling out, and really calling out hard, because when I look at this Ma film, I see a glorified minstrel show made to degrade black women, made to slap black women in the face. And I see a new trend, because now that they've managed to effeminize and emasculate the black male, and effeminize and emasculate the black male image, now many of these racists feel emboldened to go out here and attack the black female image, because they know that there's not that many black men like myself to call out this degradation, and there's not that many black men to tell brothers and sisters what's going on as related to their image. And when you allow people to go out here and effeminize the black man, there's nobody to protect the black woman, and even worse, there's no one out here to elevate the black female image so that other young sisters can understand that there are positive images out there that they can take a look at and see a beautiful image of themselves, and not have to think that this is the only image out here for them. Because when I look at this Ma movie and I look at this Loquisha, this shows us why it's important for there to be black-owned media, and why we need to go out here and support black-owned media, because the only people who are going to elevate the image of black women are black men, and black men, we have to take charge of the image of our women, because if we don't take charge of the image of our women, what's going to happen is they're going to believe that the stereotypes in racist films like Ma and Loquisha are the social norm, when those racist stereotypes are designed to be caricatures so that white people can laugh at black people and make mockery of the black female image, making the black woman look like a monster and not like the human being many of us know lives in our communities and is a part of our families. If you want to see some positive images of black women, you can pick up many of my SJS Direct titles on Amazon.com by clicking the link in the description box. There you can find the books of my ISIS series, my E-Steam series, the Thetas, and the Spinsterella trilogy, which feature positive images of black women, balanced images of black women, and humanized images of black women, designed to present a positive portrayal of black women and the black female experience. And if you want to help me publish the first ISIS graphic novel featuring the goddess next door, you may do so by donating to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to send me a donation to help me make more videos, you can also donate to my Patreon or my PayPal. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.